Welcome back to Visiting the Cave, where men get to have their say. We are talking today about shacking up and what it really means to men. Now, Q, you are finishing a point about what it really means.
I was piggybacking off Daryl's explanation of how a woman, what a man may be thinking, even if it's unintentional, and how a woman feels after that, after you both realize that this shacking is not going to go anywhere but roommates. Should a woman, if you both decide to do it, number one, the woman should have a time limit. You don't want to push anybody, and you don't want to put pressure, but her emotions, and her time. Because face it, women think on a time scale. They have an hourglass. Whether it's when they should have children or when they should be married, they think like that. I don't know why. And we just have to be sensitive to it. They should have a time limit for when. Okay, if this doesn't happen by this point, they have to be strong enough to be like, you know what, we tried it, I appreciate, but it's time for me to go. Or in the background, working on plan B, because breaking up and leaving don't always, it's never fun.
No.
No, I agree 100% with that. I think the worst thing I ever heard a female say to me was, I wasted my life with you.
That's terrible.
After 3 years, 4 years, and I know we weren't living together and things like that, but I'm looking at a leasing with an option to buy. But when that female's looking like, hey, the longer we're together, hey, I hear wedding bells, and I'm listening for a different tune. So, I mean, I blame microwaves. I blame the leasing industry. We all want, there's no gray area anymore.
Okay.
Shortcuts all over the place.
Daryl, have you had an experience that you can describe?
Have I?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I was with someone, not living together, but dating. We probably were dating 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know, but it was long. And everyone was getting married around us. And I had a friend of 10 years. She said to me, hey, I'm not happy in my relationship. I said I wasn't happy in mine. And it was probably 6, 8 months later, we were married. I left the person who I probably should have married, because we had the foundation. I lost interest. That whole thing, I used her up. I'm man enough and mature enough to say that, and I wouldn't want that to happen to my daughter. No, no.
Okay, so Daryl, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I think a woman's power comes really in two parts. One is denial, another one's teasing. All right, if you can deny the best parts of yourself until you have a commitment, a very firm commitment, you will have a lot of power in that relationship. But if you give yourself too early in that relationship, for example, moving in without a firm commitment, you lose your power. Another one's teasing. Guys love to be teased. Attractive women teasing a man. We write books and stories about it. That's what poetry's all about. That's what Shakespeare is really all about. You read a lot of Shakespeare, that's what a lot of it's all about. It's the fact that some guy wants a woman and he can't get to her. And he's going to fight lions, tigers, and bears and move earth to get to her. And so denial and teasing. If a woman can deny herself until she has a commitment and tease him to keep his interest, she has a lot of power. So if you move in without those things, I'm not saying it won't work, but she's now she's on equal footing with a man in his place.
And she can weed out the ones that's serious and the one that is not. I mean, the one that is serious and the ones that aren't.
That's what it's all about. That's what a lot of these stories are about.
Okay, so Q, any other comments about the shacking up and the?
Oh, I mean, like personal experiences? Okay, Jim, you want to go to commercial now? Okay, all right. We'll be right back. No. It's a learning experience because I am in a situation now where I live with my girlfriend.
Okay.
My girlfriend lives with me. Let me
Okay.
put it right. Learning, like me being a hairstylist, I had to learn how to be sensitive to women's needs.
Okay.
Because until then, I was always thinking about me as a man. What do I? Now, listening to other women's experiences and doing less talking, Now you start to think of, okay, how would I feel if I was in her shoes?
Great. We're going to take a break right now. You are
Excellent.
visiting the cave with Felicia Webster. We'll be right back.